Hi, 6th grade. We are going to be working on Wayne Thiebaud's cupcakes. So you should have a 6-inch by 16-inch piece of paper. We're going to go ahead and get started. The first thing I want you guys to do is to draw a horizon line. It's going to be a vaguely straight line. Remember, you're going to keep it feather light until it's right. And you are going to draw a horizon line as straight as you can along your background. Okay, now we're going to work on our cupcakes. You're going to draw 3 cupcakes. So you know you're going to be drawing pretty large cupcakes here because you have 16 inches. So the first thing we're going to do actually is we're going to draw a curved line along the bottom for your cupcakes. So I'm going to draw a curved line, a curved line, and a curved line. Okay. They shouldn't be super curved. I think this one might be too curved. I might want to flatten that out. You can see they're pretty big. Those 3 curved lines take up most of the space on my paper. Next, we're going to draw diagonal lines coming out from the edge of these. It should be a pretty sharp turn. They're going mostly up, but a little bit out. Mostly up, a little bit out. That one was just going straight up. Okay. Now we're going to do a really light curved line. It should follow the curve on the bottom of your cupcakes. We're going to do this really lightly because your cupcakes, as you decorate them, might change their shape. Now I am going to have you very lightly draw kind of the top of your cupcakes. Now this is where you guys are going to start having a lot of fun. You're going to decorate these 3 cupcakes any way you want. So if you want there to be just a little bit of frosting, you might draw the edge of your frosting. Just like that. You have one type of cupcake there. Or you could draw, let's see, you could draw cupcake more like this, or you could draw a cupcake that is like that but has a cherry on top. Really, any way you draw your cupcakes is fine, but I want you to make sure that you have lines, shapes, form. We're going to go ahead and add some texture here. I'm going to kind of make sure my horizon line is now darken. It's overlapping, right? So you can't see the horizon line where the cupcakes are in front of it. Now we're going to give it texture. What do cupcake wrappers look like? They have these little lines on them. I'm going to go ahead and give that little bit of texture there. Now you guys are going to be using oil pastels to color these in. I want them colored all the way in. I want you to use your color, I want you guys to use value to add form here. Turn these shapes into forms by using value. For instance, if I have this red cherry over here, you guys can see that, I'm going to first make sure I color it all the way in, right? All the way colored in, no white spots left behind. Then I'm going to use a darker color, and I'm actually in this case going to use a black. And underneath, where there's no light, I'm going to put a little bit of a shadow. Get that stem in there. And then I'm also going to make sure that there is a white shine on the top of my cherry where there is light. I also want to make sure as you color these that you are aware of where your light source is, right? Is that focused in at all? Whoop, no, over here. Okay. As you color these, you're going to work on your light source. So whatever color you are doing this frosting, this one has amazing pink frosting, right? Your cupcakes should not look exactly like mine. I want you guys to decorate your own cupcakes to your heart's delight. But to make it look not flat, because Wayne Thiebaud's paintings definitely did not look flat, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add some shadows. So if this is where the shadow is on my cherry, that's also where the shadow is going to be on my frosting. On the bottom part and mostly to the right here. I'm going to make sure there's a big shadow from that cherry too. Now I'm going to use that white. I'm going to put some shine on here on the top of the frosting. I might even, just to give it some texture, add some sprinkles. Really, whatever makes you guys happy, you're going to add to your cupcakes. Cupcake wrappers are generally going to be kind of this color if they are a vanilla cupcake, or they can be brown if it's a chocolate cupcake. I'm going to color it all the way in. You're going to make sure you have a shadow on the side where there's no light, and I'm going to gradually ease up on that. I might even add some lighter yellow over here to show that there's light. Now this is important, like super duper important. Make sure your cupcake casts a shadow. Okay, when you color this in, you're going to color in the table. You're going to color in the background like it's a party. And you are going to make sure that everything on here has a shadow. All of your cupcakes, all of your toppings, whatever, they need to cast a shadow. All right, I can't wait to see what you guys do. All right, in my completed example, you see my entire paper is colored in. There's very little white spots showing. Each of my cupcakes have value added to give them form. There are shadows everywhere, and I've used colors everywhere. Okay, make sure that your finished piece shows craftsmanship. You have not just rushed through this. At the same time, this is only a one-day project. You guys are working hard, not looking for perfection, just kind of having some fun with this. This is a way to really showcase your mastery of the 7 elements of art for me. Make sure your name is on the back. And turn it in.